Alright. None of that, I had to make an adjustment. Let's see if this lighting is actually any good, but we'll find out. Hello, everybody! Yeah, it's actually not. It's a little bit... Because I had to change the light bulb. It's not the same kind as before. But it's better than nothing, I suppose. So hey! How's everybody doing? I wanted to get a repair since there we go, Mender. I need to get some more poetics because I'm still afraid I'm gonna run into a wall. But since the last thing we did was not wall related, it should be okay. And I've already kind of mussed with the what's it called? My bars, I think. We'll find out, you know, momentarily anyway. So, actually, let me take a look while we're flying, because this is going to take a bit. Okay. Oh, I hadn't completely... Okay. Well, that's fine, I suppose. So I put Masterful Blitz there. We have Thunderclap in place. Actually, you know what we should do? Just so we can practice new monk a bit. So I'll queue up for that while we go over... Okay. I guess we will wait for nothing. Oh. First boss rears its ugly head. Wow. Okay. So I have no idea what I'm doing. With this new monk. I already got rid of my stances. Stances are no longer a thing. Grease Lightning got rid of mid expansion, so that's not a thing anymore. But we'll have to see how it goes. And don't anybody dare say read your tooltips. Oh, okay. Actually, this is kind of good. Getting synced down a little lower. So let's see. I know I have at least my whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 4, 5, 6 combo. I have meditation already. Yeah, because they gave me Steel Peak and Howling Fist lower that upgrade into Forbidden Chakra. Like I said before, props to Square Enix for taking when doing the rebuild, adjusting certain things. I think that clap was for me. Anyway, 4-point Fury. Yeah, I have my 1, 2, 3. How do I get 4-point Fury after Rockbreaker? Even though it's the in-between. Does 4-point Fury apply? Yeah! Yeah, they renamed Twin Snakes to Discipline Fist. Alrighty. I don't... So what did I lose coming down here? I lost... Wait. There's perfect balance. On my bar, anyway. Oh, there it is. Okay. I need to hit it a little bit more often, so I've moved it over. Do I not have... Okay, yeah, I do. It's just... Why is it so quiet? What happened to the music? I must have gotten clipped. It definitely wasn't because I was in the poison. The poison ticks. Orvo's resume. Oh. Gotta learn this thing. Wow. I felt so uncomfortable with that. What is with the music being so dead? What the hell? I hope that the boss music fixes it. I must have run into a glitch or something. I can't use... Okay. That's interesting. I can't use my thing until I'm in battle. Interesting. Naruhodo. Oh, there is one thing that I didn't fix that I wanted to fix going back here because we were going to do this in English. That fall. There we go. Enemy or party member's location. But I did target an enemy. What the hell? Oh, is it bugged that you can't... unless it's an enemy you already aggroed, you can't... Or your party already aggroed? Oh no, it worked this time. Oh, I don't have the, Okay. Yeah, I don't have the, extra chakras here. I don't have any defensives. Except for maybe Second Wind. And Bloodbath, but what good does Bloodbath do me when... So, level 50 monk feels not that much different from what it used to be. If I'm being absolutely honest. What level normally? Because obviously since we're starting from level 80 monk. Masterful Blitz comes in at level 60. Okay, so it would have been at the end of Heaven's Ward. In any other situation. Yeah, we get Steel Peak Mastery, then... Yeah, see, there we go. Level 60, we get Enhanced Perfect Balance. And that's where we start stacking the stances. Oh, they give it to... No, that's not earlier. No, it's not earlier. For Deep Meditation. They pulled the original Deep Meditation back, though. To level 38, which thank goodness for that. And if this deep meditation is earlier, it's only earlier by like this much. No, they did pull it back because I think that was originally in where am I? Okay, B. In Shadowbringers, but now it's in Stormblood. Okay, I ain't standing on the back. I'll tell you that much. Oop, there we go. I go forward. One person can come up here, I think. Yeah, someone did. You guys stop running off the stupid platform, you jacks. Jack of trades, jack in the boxes. Yeah, they finished up. Yeah, the problem is that we had mostly melee. Although the ninja could have come forward, I think, because all we need is 4 on the base. I can't do anything for the first bit. The reason I'm doing this, by the way, is both for getting more, getting some experience with how Monk plays, which, again, hasn't changed too much. Level 50, the only addition that level 50's got is it's got the chakra system. But other than that, it hasn't changed at all. Oh, and lost the stance stuff, but eh. Like I said, neither here nor there. Oh, and shoulder tackle, but we got Thunderclap instead. Clapped it. We're up. Does one of our healers want to heal our magic pot? There it goes. Saw a heal on it. I know in technicality we probably weren't going to get all the way to C, but still. Not really worth not doing it. This hat is one of my favorite hats. It looks so cool. Will it work for Kasara? Hell no. Why would it work for Kasara? She's got her ears on her head. Says Square Enix. But, you know. It be what it be. Another thing I'm kind of trying to get is more poetics. Not just experience. Heck, I wish I wasn't in level 50, but maybe closer to 60 or 70. I'm not even sure what I have unlocked in the Alliance raid, if I'm being honest. Man, that second hit, I don't feel like it hit, but it did, because I see the buff. Ow, I screwed that up. That's great, though. I'm so tempted to shoulder tackle, but that doesn't exist anymore. Alright, 2 more bosses, and then we go on. Oh, the music came back too, by the way. Nah, I noticed it. You. Thank you, Second Wind and Bloodbath. I love you so much. I would have died otherwise with both our healers on the floor like that. Oof. That would have been nasty. Wait, I just noticed something. Hold on. I've got to fix this. Can I not edit my search info? Alright. Megiddo Flame! I'll have some extra time here. I just don't want to use my other. Oh, I love that. I love the fact that I can use Thunderclap to go to allies. So if I'm being absolutely honest, I probably would prefer it going to just the direction I'm facing, like Anavant from Dancer. Because then I don't have to try and finagle extra buttons just to go to somewhere else. Oh. I don't have one. Oh, I just made it in time. Thank you. Goodness. Oof. I had a heart attack. I was like, oh no. I don't have Thunderclap. What do I do? Danger bongos. Da 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 da. I don't need anything. Actually, do I need anything in there? On Yang, I might. But we'll deal with that in a moment. Brendan is quite right. Building Talos from scratch will require time we simply do not have. Which is why I propose to make use of the long-abandoned Talos which wander the wilds of Calusia. They will need to be deactivated, of course, and if memory serves, the tools required to do so should be at the top rung. Still be at the top rung. Come with me. Okay. I still love this bike. It's so nice. So foggy. Why is it so foggy? Oh, right. The weather is fog. Never seen fog out here, I don't think. Or at least I don't remember. I do not recall. Oh, there they are. Okay. It's one thing to repair an immobile Talos, as Urianger did, but quite another to catch one, surely? Does this not sound a trifle dangerous? Yeah, we can beat them up, it's fine. Now, to beat them up and not damage them so that we can reuse them, that's the challenge. How do you catch a Talos, then? Dig a hole and lure it in? So he's an authority on Talos, is he? What other surprises could he be hiding, I wonder? And that does remind me. There we go. And we want to set that to English for Yang, so we can listen to the awesome voice acting that comes along with it. Aha! The old memory hasn't let me down. This chest contains the canisters filled with dastardly potent insulating powder. And I just remembered that I did something wrong with my tags over in Discord, not Discord, Twitch. But we'll deal with that in a moment. Just load it up. Capable of halting the flow of Aether in a Talos. We only need to get within throwing distance of one and let fly. Okay. Leave it like that. Perfection. I missed. I missed Swift. Swift tried to reach me in through Twitch. Whoops. Oh well. My bad, Swift. See you tomorrow. Thus disabling them without damaging them. Ingenious. An old trick of the trade, nothing more. Once disabled, it should be simple enough matter to get them to march to Yulmore. The more extensive repairs can wait. Ordinarily, this is where I would ask you to run along to do the deed, but as I've said before, it's high time we learn to stand on our own 2 feet. Thankfully, throwing canister is something even I should be able to manage. Come off it, Master Chai! Even if the Talos ain't a threat, there's 101 other things out there waiting to make a meal of you. Be that as it may, Kaishir, but the Rendon tasked me with solving this problem, and I will not idly sit by while others risk everything to see my harebrained schemes realized. Not this time. Which isn't to say that the mere thought doesn't fill me with dread. Truth be told, I can't feel my legs. But if I'm to prove I'm a man worth following, I must lead by example. Well said, Master Chai. Very well said. If I have... Yeah, here. Like, even Yang would be like, yeah, let's go. Go for it. That's awesome. Let's do this. Yes, well, it should go without saying that I have no intention of dying for this. I've always preferred living to see the fruits of my labors. And to make sure I do, I will require your help. It is as Kaishir says, these days, these lands are dangerous if one is not careful. I would ask you to use my spyglass to look out for any beast that could get in the way of my work. I will also need you to alert me when it is safe to subdue the Talos. Understood? Good. Then, let us be off to Quick Way. Through the north gate, and see if we can't find a suitable vantage point for you. Like, seriously though, here, wow. If only more people would actually do that. I must be careful. Perhaps it would be better to approach from the rear. I didn't have to use the spyglass for that, but you know. I did it. I did it! Let's move on to another Talos, shall we? I love the way he was just like, I did it. Oh, ooh, Persis, it's not alone. Calm yourself, old boy. Everything will be fine. We don't... Aha. There we go. I guess I have to point at him and just wait for the opportunity to come. I like how there's no hesitation this time. It's like, just, let's go. I do believe I'm getting the hang of this. Damn right you are, my dude. You do your wife proud. You may leave the next one to me, Yang. Okay, distance-wise is not bad, but... You're at a bad vantage point, my dude. You don't know if there's anything else up there from that vantage point. But I assume that, you know... Haha! That should do it! Now we have all we need to proceed. Dude, grow some eyebrows. chat. There we go. The chat on my side, anyway. Our friend returned with nearly a scratch. Well done. It would seem I misjudged, Master Chai. There may yet be hope for you more. Blimey. I thought my heart was going to stop for a moment there. Make that a couple of moments. Noise. Very noise. I can scarcely believe it. It was reckless, foolish plan, but somehow it worked. I did it. Master Chai, I believe I owe you an apology. Your plan to replenish Yulmo's full stores showed forethought and sound judgment. What's more, it is plain your time at Daedalus Stoneworks has equipped you to lead. As evidenced by the extraordinary company you keep, you, sir, are more than qualified to be the next mayor of Yulmore. Thank you for your vote of confidence. The fact remains, I am wholly ignorant of the world of politics. Which is why I would ask you to join me and grant Yulmore the benefit of your counsel. I would be honored. When the people behold these Talos, I have no doubt they will lend you their support. It would seem Yulmore's leadership is at last in capable hands. Would you not agree? I mean, I'm gonna have to. We should probably get back soon, Master Chai. After you've tinkered with the Talos and all that. Lady Chai's worried sick.
Right then, form a line and make for Yulmore.
I assume you programmed in their brain cases that they know where Yulmore is. Will 3 be enough for some of the manual labor that's necessary? Oh, I assume so. Yeah. Oh, no. More good news is that I actually got my meds, so I'll be good to go tomorrow for raid and work and amongst a number of other things, right?
What's that noise?
I don't know. I if they panic, I wouldn't be surprised.
What? Run away, Talos! Call the guard!
You telling the older man to go run the guard? How about you go do it, dude? Come on. Hardly runaway Talos, by the way. The fact that they stopped before they got anywhere near close.
Stay back, all of you!
Yet they all walk up. They're freaking nuts. It's Best Girl.
Is that?
The asshole hiding behind the goddamn legs while everybody's panicking? Goddamn.
But of course I'm back. You didn't see. I can't.
Well, okay, who are we voting for next for mayor? Because apparently we just lost the one we had. I love her, but she needs to chill. Yeah, this is actually the time where I can't do that.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry, my darling. It's just the sight of you filled me with such joy, I couldn't help myself.
Oh, I love Dulai Chai. She's so best girl. Oh, she's so adorable. I love her.
Oh, no, it's all right, dear. I should have just come out and said what it was I was intending instead of entrusting the task to a hastily scribbled letter.
Does that mean you'll do it?
Well, I'm here, aren't I? I mean, not that my absence signified any unwillingness, you understand? Oh, no, naught could be further from the truth. I only left to enlist the aid of the former mayor's senior advisor. And now that I have it, I believe I am ready to take office.
Oh, how wonderful!
Dulai, chill.
Please.
Ah. He needs to be made of sterner stuff. I dare say the future of Yulmore has never looked brighter. I don't know. Well, I guess Chai's been seeing a lot of white lately. Thank you again for finding my dear husband. I confess I was not expecting your return to be quite so grand. That dear, sweet man. He's going to make the most wonderful mayor, I just know it. Sorry I wasn't much help. Still, seeing Master Chai go after those Talos was something, eh? Inspiring stuff. I'm fine. A moment. I need a moment. That was quite a reception. One Master Chai will struggle to forget. More seriously, the arrival of the Talos has seized the public's attention. Once word is spread around Yulmore, it'll be that much simpler to gather one and all so that Master Chai can make his inaugural address. Hey. I think I already know what the name of what track this actually is, but the fact that it's called Pain and Pleasure after the scene we just saw. Wow, okay. No need to fret, Yang. I've never felt better. and not at all overawed by the prospect of addressing the assembled masses of Yulmore. As for where to do it, if we were to accommodate everyone who might feasibly wish to attend, I suppose the only place large enough would be the Emergent. Then I will go ahead and spread the word amongst the citizens, both free and bonded. That way they are to assemble there to meet their new mayor. You there, Kai Shir, was it? Would you go and inform the residents of Gate Town in the derelicts? Of course I will. Good lad. I will let the guards know not to bar the way to Volthry's chambers. And it goes without saying that I expect the Warrior of Darkness to attend. Assuming she's available. Might as well see it through to the bitter end, eh? The doorman at the Crown Lift will show you up. Can we actually get back there after all the cutscenes that play out there? Hey, Kashir, what are you up to? I know you're supposed to be talking around here. Don't worry. I'll make sure that everyone's there for Master Chai's big speech. So go get yourself down to the Emergent. Go on. Don't tell me what to do! Oh, somebody's actually in need of the DPS for P1S. It's too bad Yang is too far back. That's another reason why I want to try and continue on with this, with leveling her in between. So I'm going to try and buy the knuckles, depending on how much it is. I have 600 now. This place is still relatively busy. It's kind of amazing. Ah, beautiful. I can actually afford them. $48. How do they look? Oh god. I was about to say, oh, they're Tonfa. I do love Tonfa. And then they have to have freaking punching spikes. But why though? I guess I should take the fact that I can make them invisible as a mercy. Ah, yes, Master Chai told us to expect you. The merchant is already filling up with people of all persuasions, free and bonded, citizens and non-citizens. But for you, our guest of honor, we have reserved the place right at the front. Right this way, miss. Assuming this is going to be a cutscene. I'm going to let it play out. Like a voice cutscene. Chill.
Go on, dear.
She knows just what to say at pretty regular occasions. And other times she stresses the hell out, but I think she's already done the stress the hell out, and now she's gotten flipped back to the better.
Thank you all for gathering here today.
I mean, props for not standing on the stage where Vothri used to sit to Lord above all.
Could I ask the free citizens of Yulmore to look around? Tis a sight none of us would ever have seen under Lord Forthry's rule. Not only do we stand in the familiar presence of those we once called the Bonded,
Yet they're still called bonded, because I heard people calling them that.
welcome the peoples of the Derelicts and Gate Town too. Today we welcome the Warriors of Darkness, come to bear witness to Yulmore's new beginning.
It's only two of us, but hi! And I'm probably the one who put in the most amount of work, to be fair, so, you know, it is what it is.
As you know, an election was recently held, at the end of which I had the honor of being chosen to succeed Lord Vothry. You place great faith in me, and I promise to do my utmost to live up to your expectations, and I will seek always to carry out the duties of this office with integrity and fairness. Always, I say, but not forever. Let it be known that I do not intend to hold this post indefinitely. I consider myself but an acting mayor, who will serve only for the interim, while Yulmore is reshaped according to a new set of values.
I don't know if I agree with that piece, acting mayor, but definitely voted in place, and, you know, maybe at some point we'll abdicate. That's fine. Obviously, they're used to, you know, Vothry type, so they're like, he's gonna leave? What?
No longer can we think of ourselves as divided, as the free and the bonded, citizens and non-citizens. The systems put in place by Lord Vothry must be undone. But even as we tear down the old, we must give thought to the new. to what manner of nation Yulmore should become. Whatever the answer may be, it cannot be decided by one man alone. And so I propose that an open forum be held, that we might all discuss how best to strive towards.
Sorry, I have a weird twitch when it comes to hearing a forum, but I know what he means.
No talk of the morrow, unless we first address
After all the
issues of
troubles
today.
with Charlie and Forum in Endwalker. But I get
Securing new sources
I get
of
it. It's
food,
fine.
rebuilding relations with our neighbors, re-establishing industry. There is much and more that needs to be done.
But we do not do these things because they are easy. We do them because they are hard. Sorry.
Too much for a mere man of business. And so I pledge instead to do everything in my power to ensure our city's security and stability while we all work together to see these problems solved.
Here, here. Here,
The road before
here.
will not be easy, and I know full well how daunting the prospect of honest labor may seem to some of you.
The writing here just makes me smile all the time.
But we must accept the reality of our circumstances. We must move forward. This much we owe to ourselves and to the brave heroes who risked their lives to bring back the night.
I mean,
Once
you don't owe
we
me
have
nothing,
shored up
if I'm being
our
honest.
foundations and regained some semblance of normality, let us reconvene to speak of the future. Until then, I humbly ask that you lend me and each other your strength for Yulmore.
Can we start with naming it something different? Because I'm not a big fan of the name, if I'm being quite honest. Nice. That was a good cutscene. I mean, it wasn't earth-shattering or anything. Let me go get something to nosh on real quick. I'll be right back. There we are. Good Greek yogurt. I like it. Yeah, when he gets in the mood, when he gets like on a roll, he's really good at what he does overall, whatever he's putting his mind to. But it takes him a little bit to get rolling. Man, that's a mood. That is totally a mood. That was a fine speech, Master Shai. I believe your words stirred every soul in attendance. Stirred them to action, I hope. If I've learned anything from all this, it is that change begins with the individual. It is but a matter of finding the strength to take the first step. Assuming my fellow Yulmorans can, it shall be my honor and privilege to help them walk this road that we've chosen. Give me a second because I don't need that to overshoot. But we must not forget the individuals who have made all these changes possible. Were it within my power, I would carve a tribute to your heroism in the very stone upon this city stands. Please don't. I don't need primal summoned of me. I hate to change the subject, darling, but now that you have officially taken office, have you given any thought to your mayoral seat? We will not be moving to the Emergent, dearest. It's too big for one thing and too far from the people for another. We retain our current residence, and I will govern here from the parlor. Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. I much prefer the view from the parlor. Begging your pardon, Master Chai, but have you got time for a word? I assume that's Dulai. Oh, no. I was going to say Dulai Chai. No, I'm sorry. I was going to try news, but that's not it. Yes, of course. Ethan Bay? Aye, that's me. I like your speech. But there's folk outside these walls that don't even have the food enough to last till tomorrow, and more counting their crumbs. If you plan to change that, I want to help set things in motion. Then we've much to discuss. No sooner than I take office than my work begins in earnest. Well, I suppose that I brought it upon myself. Thank you again for your help, Yang, and I hope to see you before long. What a day. I don't know what it means exactly, but I do know I've got plenty to think about. Since we all have a great deal to consider. I had resolved to remain here until such time as Yulmul's future was secured, but it's clear to me now the city's in capable hands. I have every confidence they will find their way. I believe it's time that we went on ours. Oh, Alphino's leaving us too, is he? Seems like everyone's moving on. Everything's changing. I've been thinking about what I should do in all this. Like I told you, I spent most of my life dreaming about living here with my friends in paradise. That paradise is gone. But something better is taking its place, and I reckon I want to be a part of it. This You're More for the people Master Chai's been going on about ain't gonna build itself after all. Not that I'm much of a builder. Me and my friends will find a way to make a difference, though. Help keep things changing for the better. Far noble dream that wrong or worse. A far noble dream that a far nobler dream than the one which you clung to before. And one I'm happy to say we share. Whatever path you choose, I will pray for your success. Well, when you put it like that, there's no going back now, is there? We've got a few ideas on how to do our bit. Just a matter of taking the first step. Truly, Sekai she is inspired by our actions is inspiring itself. Yet however much I may wish to stay to see what comes of his efforts here in Yulmore, we have our own matters to attend to. Come, we should return to the Crystal Tower. Pray, return to the Crystal Tower. Mayhap Beck-Luke's studies have borne fruit in our absence. Oh. I guess I'm in the wrong patch right now. Or, not the patch I was expecting. I thought that we were going to have to fight our way back. Later. Let's do again for more tomes. Level 50, 60, 70, 80. And that'll take a little bit longer to get into. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum. In the course of preparing more oversight, we made a significant discovery. We thought it best to wait for your return before sharing our findings. My congratulations, Yang. Glad tidings from Yulmore did precede thy coming. I will see that Thancred and Dreen hear these momentous events, that they too might take joy, but in that which thou hast helped bring about. Alright, let's just keep on. Welcome back. We are given to understand that the new mayor has taken office in Yulmore. Indeed. Our good friend Master Chai was elected by a popular vote, and, after some considerable soul-searching, chose to accept the post. It is a shame you weren't able to attend his inaugural speech, though I have no doubt you will see more of him in the future. Or not. Who's to say? But tell me, how fared you in preparing White Oversight? Our work did not proceed quite as expected. In your absence, we had a frank discussion on the principles of soul transference, and concluded at length that White Oversight was ill-suited for our purposes. Urianger, didn't you not say that compared to the massy soul of an Ascian, the stone could house one of ours with ease? That I did. And armed as we are with Begluk's invaluable insight, 'twould indeed prove a trifling matter, were we to disregard the inviolable link twixt mind and soul. A link which would, we did belatedly realize, be weakened most perilously in the process of rendering our souls dormant, as the Oversight doth require. Thus, the shedding of these fleshy simulacra, and the surfeit of ether which compriseth them, would in all likelihood deprive us of our psyches as well. It would, theoretically, be possible to channel your minds into the Oversight instead, but we would more than likely sacrifice your souls in the process. Which is why we have abandoned that plan and instead devoted our time to finding a means by which mind and soul might be transported together. Then we are no closer to a solution than when we first began. It is a vexing conundrum indeed, but one for which the Crystal Exarch has posited a most intriguing solution. When our discussions turned from to the transference of memories and psyche, I could not help but be reminded of a technique which I have personal experience. Yang, do you recall what we learned from my eyes from our encounter with Doga Nune? I speak of the royal eye of the Allegan Imperial line, gifted to my forebears through the blood and memories of ancient Allegans. It is by this gift that I am able to control the Crystal Tower. If we were to gain an understanding of the technology by which the Allegans were able to accomplish this transference, perhaps we could keep mind and soul together. Imagine, if you will, a device like unto a soul crystal, replete not only with our worldly memories, but also the bountiful energies of the soul. That is our current avenue of investigation, and we will follow it wheresoever it leads. While we were thus engaged, I think it best that Yang return to the source and inform Kral and the others of our findings. Agreed. I imagine Tataru will be relieved to hear that we've made progress of a sort. then I would beg leave to relay our findings unto Thancred and Reen, and to assist where I may in the investigation of the empty. Yes, please do. Should we have need of your counsel, we will not hesitate to summon you. Give our regards to Tataru, won't you? Well. Vroom vroom. Yang, you're back! How did everything go in the first? Wait, don't tell me. Crow will be here shortly, and she'll want to hear too. She's just tending to the others. Their bodies, I mean. But I don't think I'll ever get used to saying that. Anyway, you can tell us everything the moment she gets here. I'm going to assume that we're at the end of a patch here.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've carried out the treatment as per Master Matoya's instructions. It should slow the destabilization of their corporeal ether quite significantly. But tell me, how fare our friends in the first?
Well enough, I suppose. Considering, you know, a number of things. A number of things.
Becklug's the first to lead an authority on soulcraft, are they? Sounds promising.
And Urianger's proffered solution of white auracite is rather ingenious now that I think of it. Well, while they press on with their preparations, you may rest assured we will continue to do our part here.
I have no doubt that we will have the funds to at least continue to make the...
You're back.
Hey, Eyeball!
And none the worse for wear, I see.
Yeah, well enough, I suppose.
Oh, thank the gods. We've been worried sick. Did you lose your link pearl or something?
Yes. Lose.
The situation in Garlemald has become
Sure.
more complicated. I was making my escape from the capital when I ran into one of yours, Riol. He thought it best we come straight here.
More complicated how?
Where to begin? After entering the Empire via Razat Han, I went about my mission of investigating.
We got a hint that we're going to Razat Han really early on, huh?
The one who styles himself Shadow Hunter, Gaius Baelsar.
Yes, he no longer has the van there, huh?
Goals being apparently aligned, we joined forces and ventured on into the heart of the capital, to the very Imperial Palace itself.
I wasn't aware that Gaius Baelsar is still alive, was I? At this point in time?
There, we found a man whom all assumed dead.
Gaius Balsar?
But his soul lives on, and he has wrested back his flesh.
Oh.
Xenos ye Galvus.
I don't like that.
Nor did the surprises end there. For no sooner had we arrived than he murdered his sire in cold blood. The Emperor is dead. This sent Gaius into a rage, and he charged in, blade drawn. What's wrong?
Yeah, you haven't been around us that much, Justinian, to know that this is a thing that I do on occasion. Oh boy. I'm not sure metal would clean that up that well, but okay. Oh no, he has bullshit main protagonist powers! Oh, that's so badass though, I gotta say. Oh right, he does have bullshit main protagonist powers. He has the echo, I forgot. He has bullshit main protagonist powers. Oh, you're overselling him. I could take him out again. It's fine. No one questions the fact that Xenos just freaking poofed like a freaking Ashian? Or Ashian's not that well known outside of our circles. Yep. Yup, we did. Ah. But I'm 16th in the list. Let's just wait it out. Let's just go to a place. then we'll come back and do this again. Also, it'll allow me to pick up whatever that envelope thingy is. My pre-order bonuses. Alright. Wow, this is dirty. Well, yeah, this dragon dummy would be out here somewhere. Okay. Okay. Did I do that right? I'm not even sure I did that right. Anybody who plays Monk can weigh in on the matter? Alright. Let's read tooltips in here while we wait for that to pop, because we're now at 10. So let's see something here. I assume it's around, yeah. Enhance perfect balance. But okay, elixir field is what happens when you have, like, you get lunar natty. Oh, there we go. Flint strike. How do I get celestial evolution? Three beast chakra. How do I figure this out? But it looks like I'll have everything that I'm used to, at least. The only thing I'm missing is Riddle of Wind, Enlightenment, so I still have Tornado Howling Fist. A Nantman, which 6-sided star, which Shadow the Destroyer I don't have yet anyway, so it doesn't matter. Lucifer's killer, huh? Sweet, bonus poetics. That's kind of what I came here for, was more for the poetics and for learning what I need to do for rotationality. Words, they're hard, man. Still am not quite understanding. Not wholly, anyway. I'm gonna assume that there's no monk players around to help me out here. I keep getting Flint Strike and I don't know why. Alrighty, not bad. Hold on, let me re-look at... How do I get to Celestial Revolution? Oh, it looks like I don't want Celestial Revolution anyway. 450 versus 600. And then... Yeah, no, I don't want Celestial Revolution. I would prefer... Yeah, no, I've been getting the stuff I kind of want. How do I... How would I get Celestial Revolution anyway? Oh, that's how. One, and then... two of one and one of another. If it's all three of one, or 1, 2, 3, it becomes the other one. Interesting. Interesting. I assume that Celestial Revolution becomes Rising Phoenix. If I had to guess, anyway. Oh, I just realized I'm a monk in the monk dungeon. Oh no! Oh no, chat! Oh no! What do I do? Will the monk redesigns help me? Or will they suck bollocks? Alright, so I have a solar natty. I just need a lunar natty. Fore and aft, so I need to go here. Oh. I had only one little oopsie so far, so that's good. That's good. Not bad. Okay, good. I'm safe here. I saw it. Shut up! Majority, you don't get to comment on stuff. You ain't a monk. Get good. This guy come through. Must have still been in battle somehow. That was weird. Yeah, my monk is not that great, but that's because I'm still trying to figure out what the best way about this to go about this is. That was weird. Tells me that I left one of my link shells. Can't really do that while I'm here, can I? At least I remember that I needed to do that. Huzzah! 161. Okay, not terrible. Could be better. 2 tucks? Jesus. 2 rapiers or whatever. Whatever the F. Okay. So now we gotta get back to more donuts. Alright, let's go do the thing. Let's go play a Dragoon for no reason whatsoever. We've already seen the cutscene, so we skip it. We've already seen this cutscene, so we skip it. Skip it, skip it. Skip it. Man, why can't Istinian do single target combo? I know that's because we're fighting a lot of multi-targets, but... Yee, this duty. This duty booties. Run! I just realized the Sinian has permanent sprint on. That's not fair. To make ourselves easy targets by moving together, I suggest we split up. Alright then, I'll take the low road, so to speak. You take the high road and I take the low road. Do 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 do. Yeah, seriously, the city has permanent sprint on. That's unfair. I want to have permanent sprint. All right. Well, somebody's been busy. Someone's been busy. Oh, hey. Hint weapons? This came out before the weapons, right? And you would bar my way, would you? So be it. Come, Nidhogg, lend me your strength. Blood of the dragon! Naked. Hey, it split up his combinations now. Is there no combo here? A la Morn. Dragonlance for a dot. Forward roar. Okay, and AoE. Plus Star Diver. Estinian cheats, by the way. He has Star Diver on a freaking 6-second cooldown. This is unfair. And I need Horrid Roar because that's a lower potency attack. Uh-oh. Blame it on animation lock. Woo! Spicy! What happened to your Aquafina that you had before? He's invulnerable. Alright. We run. Kablooey. Beef soft tacos, a beam top taco supreme, top taco supreme. I like how then it goes into the echo format from being super bright. Guardians in their Machina. Now, where are you guys? Machina! We can't be using Machina, that brings sin! I think that's the whole reason why they had freaking... that freaking summon there.
Are you alright?
Yeah, define alright.
Peer into my past, did you?
Not by choice. It's never by choice. I think the only time that I didn't do it by that I did it by choice was not yet.
I can't relive the experience as you did, but I bore witness to it all.
I'm still not sure what I think of this gift of yours. But no matter. Our
Oi.
confrontation was cut short when the Imperial Guard arrived. It was then that Xenos took his leave, citing boredom.
Yeah, sounds like Xenos.
Their research research into the echo could bear such fruit. Escaping death, jumping from one body to the next, and returning to his own after all this time. He is an Ascian in all but name.
So does that make Xenos the only Ascian we killed without needing to seal it into a like Orosite or something of the like? Sapphire weapon in particular.
Concerns are far more prosaic. With the Emperor dead and the Crown Prince missing,
Sapphire's weird.
the Empire is in disarray.
Yeah, I was gonna question a little bit about. It's like you had trouble with this particular instance. That's a little weird. Not that hard, but Sapphire, yeah, was a little twisty.
Took it upon himself to rid the world of Black Rose. Riol has already gone to apprise the Alliance leaders of these developments. We may leave the matter in their hands for now.
Then perhaps we have seen the last of the fighting at Gimlet. Though, if it comes to civil war, I cannot help but fear for the provinces.
Damn. How'd you get by it?
Ah, I'd nearly
Or did you never?
ask. What became of Gaius? Did he not escape with you?
That he did, but we parted ways shortly after leaving Garlemald. He claimed another threat had arisen which demanded his attention. He didn't elaborate. The absence of some device or other in the capital gave him reason to believe they're planning something. Lest you worry, I believe he has well and truly shed the Black Wolf's power. Conquest is no longer his objective. We may safely leave him to his own
Your
devices.
puppers on screen. Look at that. Look at the puppers.
Well, it's nice to have one less foe to worry about, even if we do have a mysterious new threat to look out for instead. Speaking of which, I'll see that Riol and Al Shinobi are made aware. Though we still know next to nothing, it can't hurt to be vigilant.
Well then, with Black Rose nipped in the bud, I believe I've fulfilled my part of the bargain.
How about you stay? Only because I say so.
That's true, but with the Archon still slumbering away, we were hoping you might agree to stay with us for a little bit longer.
Sorry, but I'm not inclined to extend my contract. Gaius isn't the only one with business to attend to.
What business do you have? Tell me truly. What other business do you have?
Thank you for your help then, Estinian. I see why Alphino admires you so. Why does Estinian get manipulated by Lalafell so easily?
My friend, see that you don't make a habit of dozing off in battle.
That's not my fault. I blame Grahatia. It's all his fault. It's all Grahatia's fault.
I suppose we should all be getting on then. As ever, we will see to the Archon's needs. In the meantime, why not get some rest? You've more than earned it.
No.
Go on.
I need to get to the end, Walker. Down you go. I probably got so much of her hair on me, but I'm sure she'd like that. Meanwhile, in Garlemald. Who knew? Civil War. Traitors, you dare deny Lord Nerva the throne? Didn't they just come out of a civil war? First Legion Centurion. Keep an eye out for blue hair. Yes, yes you are, Xenos. Ever since the end of Stormblood, you've been nothing but. And Daniel. William Dafoe. I could see him as an older Joker. Yeah, I could see him because I know that there was in the comics there was a specific storyline that showed 3 Jokers and there was one old gangster Joker. I could see Dafoe playing that part. Maybe not. The only reason I say maybe not is because he was actually the most humorless one of the 3 of them. Because apparently it hurt for him to laugh. But maybe visually, if it's so long as they give him the opportunity to laugh again. Also, did you hear about Weird Al Yankovic starting a biopic movie and that Daniel Radcliffe is going to be playing him? Oh, right. Oh, now I get what you meant by channel. Yeah. I'm not 100% on the Daniel Radcliffe playing Weird Al, but the fact that Weird Al is working on a movie and it seems to be a biopic is legit. Specifically that Weird Al actually tweeted about that he was making a movie, so. Well, that and the other big piece of news today was that Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard King. That's not movie related, but still. No kidding. It can't be any worse than it was. So my only question is, what about the people at the top of ABK? I hope they're getting kicked and not left in place with oversight. I wonder why. Of all the people at the top of that chain, he's the one who needs to go the most. If only just because his business decisions may be good in the short term monetary value for the company, but it's terrible for the long term. Like, if you're just going to look at it, and don't get me wrong, there is a shit ton of people out there that are going to look at it just from a purely business perspective, ignoring everything else. Again, they will. Oh, I have to go to the locks? Shit. Okay, so let's do this. I haven't unlocked flying in the locks. Let's go do that now that they've cut down the amount of Aether currents I need to go grab. But even just purely from a money-making perspective, he's not good for the company. And he's been worse and worse as time has rolled on, just from him saying, nah, I ain't leaving, when everybody's calling him, everybody of your customer base is calling for him to leave. Okay, that, you know, the board isn't calling for him to leave, fine, whatever, it doesn't matter. That that most of the financial sector doesn't want him to leave or doesn't care whether or not he leaves, whatever. But when your customer base refuses to buy anything while he's still there, that's bad for business. Overall. So, I do not understand. Okay, 264 to the east. Now we're going to handle this real quick. Since they cut it down to... Oh, I said 5. It's 4. Must be on the other side of this thing. Because at the very least, if they're not going to kick out Bobby Kotick, he needs a babysitter. And I'm not sure if you want to waste money on a babysitter for a grown man. When you could just replace the guy who can't manage people appropriately. Oh, I know what it's doing. Ori Merrick replying to IGN. Aha. Yep. Honestly, I thought the Three Jokers arc wasn't a bad idea. Like, some people were like, "What the hell, 3 Jokers? That makes no sense." Like when the comic series or storyline came out, I was just like, "No, that makes perfect sense." Because the Joker has been a great many different things over the years. And yes, people change. And that's fine. All right, I don't have to worry about getting aggro anymore. But considering how relatively static a lot of the characters have been overall, especially like the Joker, Southeast. Wee splat. It makes no sense, the major amounts of changes like to his story between the 70s Silver Age jokester kind of Joker, the homicidal, more recent Joker from the Bronze Age onwards, and the classic Golden Age Joker that was basically just a mob boss. It wasn't a bad idea. What was a bad idea was having one of those Jokers not be one that laughs. They all had, like, I mean, like, granted, the original Joker didn't have a smile on his face, but you could retcon that. I mean, come on. Uh-oh. Oh no. It's within the city walls. What am I to do? But yeah, okay. If they are doing the... Yeah, Cesar Romero Joker is basically Silver Ace Jokey Joker. And he's... Oh my god, he was a treat. Here's what I'm going to say, right? Especially in regards to Cesar Romero Joker. Because specifically... Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger's Joker is iconic, great, yada yada yada. But he borrowed a little bit from every single Joker before. And he borrowed from Cesar Romero's Joker as well, which gives him so much more credit in my eyes. But going back to the 3 Jokers thing, there it is. I knew it was inside the city. So if William Dafoe plays the old school mob boss Joker, right? Who would play the Cesar Romero jokey Joker, and who would play the homicidal killing joke Joker? Southwest. Probably then best to teleport out this way, because I'm not sure how to get out of this city other than flying, and since I cannot fly... So Cesar Romero, who would play like a good jokey kind of Joker that would just... Actually, I would look at it like this, right? Like actually those 3, look at that, right? Those are the 3 Jokers. You have Nicholson, who's more of a mob boss, right? Romero, who's the 70s Silver Age jokey Joker, and Ledger, that's the homicidal one. When I say he borrowed from Romero, it was more in the laugh, not in his actions, obviously. The closest thing to his actions that's similar to Romero is his little magic trick thing, but even that's like, woof. Okay. So actually, those 3 could be the 3 Jokers, you know, were it not for, you know, Heath Ledger not being with us. I think, is Romero still alive? I know Nicholson is. And honestly, even with those 3, right? If they were being like that, right? Like I said, I gave the good comparison. Look, Nicholson's the thing. But I would take, honestly, wholeheartedly, I would take a Willem Dafoe Joker as the mob boss Joker before Nicholson, if I'm being absolutely brutally honest. Oh yeah, no. The first time I heard a non-Mark Hamill animated Joker, it just grossed me the hell out. I was just like, what is this shenaniganery? This is so garbage that, you know, and it was an actor, a voice actor I'm actually very fond of. It was, oh God, what's the name of the voice actor? The guy who plays Bender and Waka. He played the Joker in Under the Red Hood. And it just threw me the hell off. And I'm sure that... Oh, yeah. Except that there's been a number of other Bruces and Batmans, for sure. And I think that there are others that are not better than I could see is Kevin Conroy. There's no one that's better at Batman than Kevin Conroy and Bruce Wayne, for sure. You want to know who's a really decent Batman but doesn't play the Bruce Wayne Batman? And I mean Batman. I'm not a big fan of his alter ego. But when I say I'm not a big fan, it's just that it's neither here nor there for me. God, what is his name again? I know the roles he played. I'm gonna look up one here. Will Friedle. DiMaggio for yeah, that's the one from Under the Red Hood. He's such a good voice actor. Like, I love him as Jake in Adventure Time. I love him as freaking Bender in Futurama. And again, I do like him as Waka. He does a really good, serious run with Waka in Final Fantasy X. But oh my god, when I heard his voice coming out of the Joker, I was just like, this is wrong. Somebody please roll this back a little bit because this is too strange. I can't deal with this. But actually, you want to know, on the flip side of that, though, in my one of the things that I did think about before is when Mark Hamill did the Killing Joke, the animated thing. Everything else that's really weird about the Killing Joke aside, namely the stuff that leads into what was the original book of the Killing Joke, it feels weird. And it's not because of Hamill. It's because I can't picture Hamill's voice coming out of that design of the Joker, but I know that they're basically trying to pull the design of the Joker specifically from the Killing Joke book. And obviously they pulled Hamill because he's the most iconic, to me, the most iconic Joker, period. Like, hands down, there is no argument that he is the most iconic Joker, Mark Hamill is. Like, over everybody, period. The only reason I went is not because you're wrong. Because you're not. But there's some DC TV shows that are really, really good. Live action ones. They're just kept in a separate universe because DC didn't think ahead. Yeah, I'm on Yang today just to give myself a little bit of a break and learn a little bit of the monk rotation. I'm still a little lost on it, but you know. Oh, hey! I just finished talking to a buddy of yours. Also, why are you alive? I thought I killed you.
They're here, Commander.
Also, I guess I thought I killed Xenos and he came back too, so well.
Grateful that they are. Told you've been busy since our paths last crossed at the Gimlet Dark.
Super busy, yes.
But I understand half of it. When the science spoke of other worlds, I'd struggled to describe what I pictured. Mayhap things would seem clearer were I to hear the tale from your own lips. Well, I'm afraid the situation will not afford us that.
Can I just say purple trees and that would be enough for you to understand?
Require no introduction.
It's true.
We meet again, hero of Eorzea.
Your voice has changed since the last time I spoke with you.
Must we repeat this ridiculous display? I pose no threat to you, though what I come to warn you of very well might.
That sounds like a threat to me. Take him down!
To do us harm, I hazard he would have kept to the shadows and brought more than 2 companions. We need not pretend to be the best of friends, but I hope we can put aside our differences for the present.
Oh, I love how Final Fantasy does this, though. We don't have to be friends, but we could just work with each other, just for the greater good.
As you are doubtless aware, Sir Estinian and I cooperated to rid the world of Black Rose in your absence.
I was busy, but I could have done it myself.
Our journey together took us as far as the Imperial Palace, where we witnessed Emperor Varus meet his death at Xenos' hand. Being the sole witnesses to this crime, and in no position to defend our innocence, we were then forced to flee, each pursuing his own avenue of escape.
He doesn't have that much of an English accent.
Reunited, Estinian claimed to have encountered an unfamiliar kind of machina during his flight, but to me his description seemed anything but, and upon further investigation I found that I was right.
Sorry, I'm too busy to handle your weapon thing. It's not important to me right now. The end of the days is more
Empire is
important.
developing a new Ultima weapon.
3 of them, 4 of them, 4 of them.
What, that Allegan monstrosity, created to vanquish primals, with which you yourself once thought to conquer Eorzea?
Thank you for catching us up, Kryle. I'm very much aware of this.
In my foolishness, I sought to harness its power, and became the Ascian's pawn in so doing.
In so doing.
But you know as well as I how that tale ended. The weapon itself, excavated from beneath this very city, was destroyed ere we could fully unravel its secrets, and that should have been the end of it. But unlikely as it sounds, the Empire's efforts to recreate it have somehow borne fruit, primarily through secret...
Primarily. Ha ha ha.
Imperial Legion, it would seem.
7th Imperial Legion. They do this on purpose. The 7th Imperial Legion does the weapons.
Indeed, few survived. The 7th, as it is now, has little in common with the Legion led by Vandanis, and its leadership has changed hands several times since. Precisely how this project has continued despite such turmoil, and under whose auspices, remains a mystery.
Why do they serve this up in the middle of the MSQ if we're not going to need to deal with this MSQ?
And that one of them is on its way to Eorzea. We attempted to stop it, but it was all we could do to slow its progress. So we resolved instead to bring you warning.
And right glad are we that you did. Though it soundly dashed our hopes that tensions might ease at last.
As it is, we've begun to strengthen our presence in the Gimlet Dark, and are assembling a force to meet the coming threat. A force with you in its vanguard, I hope. Before you say anything, I know full well you have pressing concerns of your own. Your comrades remain in peril, and I would not ask you to forsake them. But the fact remains that you and you alone have faced the Ultima weapon and emerged
And Omega.
victorious. We need you.
Not Yang, really, but technically, right?
When the time comes,
Ultima,
if your
Proto
will
Ultima,
spare you,
Omega.
I bid you lend us your strength. I've assigned an officer to await your word.
The Ascian's downfall was to be the work of my remaining days. But it was my hand that kindled these flames, and I cannot allow them to spread any further.
Scott Menville. The name sounds familiar, but it's not coming to me.
To see this mistake consigned to history once and for all, even if it means begging your aid. The fates will enjoy the irony, even as I endure the ignominy.
I too shall make for the border and offer my skills, meager though they seem in such company. Mayhap we shall meet there anon.
No, I'm a little busy with that. Oh, yeah! Damn straight! You're absolutely correct with that.
Though we can ill afford to ignore the coming of a new Ultima weapon, our friends' plight grows ever more precarious, and none save you can join them in the first.
Also, same with Raven, with Terra Strong. I can't see anybody else as Raven. Like, that entire Teen Titans cast, I can't see anybody else in their roles, if I'm being honest. Starfire in a stretch, but no one else, really. I'm at least gonna unlock it. Let's do this. Ruby Doomsday. Actually, I should probably go do the first one, if only just because it's Ruby weapon. Yeah, I'll go grab that. I'll grab this, see where it's going. Really? There's some ones that... The other one does... I forget who the voice actor is, but Beast Boy's voice actor at least plays him in a bunch of different versions as well. And I want to say that Carrie at least doesn't come across as the same kind of cyborg. And to be fair, it usually isn't. Like, it frustrates me that they keep moving Vic over to the Justice League. And it's probably not just in part to freaking DC doing that, really. And we're gonna do at least the ruby weapon. I really don't want to deal with the cutscenes here, just because it hasn't been that long for this one. And kind of know what the setup for this stuff is. Cinder Drift. Wait, it just occurred to me though. Ruby weapon, Cinder Drift. And now Yang Xiaolong shall enter. Alright, while that's happening, let's head over to the ocular, shall we? It's gonna take a while for this queue to pop. That's right, hold on. Oh, the other one must have gotten deleted because it's not here anymore. And I'm flashing back, seeing some of the names that are on here. Phew! I didn't want to come here, did I? That's not where I wanted to go. I did want to come, though, to more donuts. I think I might call it a night after Ruby pops. Crystal Tower looks... Look at that. That looks amazing. How far out can we go? Can we go see Midgard Sommer? I haven't actually done this before, flying wise. I'm gonna assume there's an invisible wall before we get to the ship. There it is! Alright. Rip-a-rooney. Wait, were you watching me while you were driving home? Or driving somewhere? Film and watch? Yeah, there we go. Oh. Supposed to talk to the Ironworks technologist, aren't I? Ah. I see, I see. Come in a most opportune time, my friend. I've made something of a breakthrough in the research of on the soul and the means to return the science to the home. I trust you've been making good use of your time. Making use of it. Real tidings from the source, you say? Well, then I will summon the others, that we might be apprised of the situation. Apprised. Priced. I'm gonna have to log in early come Tuesday of next week, for sure. What news from the source? News! That's all you need to know. Oh. They're calling you in as the expert?
A new Ultima weapon. We must count ourselves lucky that Gaius has pledged his assistance.
Yeah, I'm planning on moving Yang over to that other data center for sure.
State of the Empire as a whole
When it opens up.
for concern. With the Emperor slain and Xenos returned, it is impossible to predict how matters will unfold in Garlemald. The Ultima weapon may be but the first of many unpleasant surprises.
It's not Ultima weapon, don't worry, it's just Ruby.
The situation beareth closer observation. Of that there is no doubt.
Well, I need to finish leveling first.
Compound our need to return unto the source.
Is Brynhilder where you have Familiar Traveler? Or whatever the name of
Our long search for a
your
means
alt
to
is?
see you safely home may well be nearing.
Alt's new main?
Thanks in large part to Urianger and Beklug's invaluable insight, we have succeeded in fashioning a vessel for the journey.
Yay! White Orosite?
We set out to create a crystalline container
Oh, no, it's
containing the more useful properties of white orosite, but without its regrettable limitations. And after a good deal of trial and error, we made one.
Huzzah!
An ark for soul and
His
mind
bench?
that will allow your
The bench that is over in
ferried between worlds.
Charlene?
A spirit vessel, if you will.
However,
Is possessed of the requisite qualities to hold mind and memory. It wanteth yet for a means to receive of them. For that, we must needs imbue it.
oh
with
shoot, I
excellence.
left something in my car too, I just realized. Need to go grab it. As soon as this cutscene's over.
Lives on only through the blood of the Allegan Emperors, which certainly does not flow within Orosite or any other crystal.
Just so, milady. The blood serveth as a conduit of sorts. In its absence, memory cannot pass from mind unto mind, nor from flesh unto crystal.
That being the case, we must either alter the process of inheritance so as to require no such thing, or determine a means by which my blood may permeate the vessel. I am hopeful that the records found within this tower will yield the knowledge we require to pursue one or the other of these avenues.
I would prefer the first.
As well you should be. The Allegan's body of etherological research is extraordinary. I can scarce believe it the work of ages past. But its underlying principles are not so very different from those of my own field of study. Given time, we will find the answers we seek.
Will we now?
I know that you can ill afford to wait, and it pains me that I must ask you to do so. I can only reaffirm my promise to you that a solution will be found.
You're not allowed to bleed yourself.
Whatever it takes, I will see you safely home.
Still not allowed to bleed yourself.
My apologies.
Hi, Lena.
I do hope you haven't come to tell us that mortal peril fast approaches.
No. I had hoped to speak with the Warrior of Darkness. But there is no need to cut short your meeting on my account. I will be waiting outside.
What, lunch? Why not? Okay.
Why not speak in here? She knows I don't mind. Unless she didn't want to.
Perhaps I might accompany you. Though I am woefully ill-qualified to assist in the...
Oh, for the moment, like I said, I'm speaking with Discord, and hopefully they'll get something done in the next week or so. I do have a temp Discord account that I'm rolling with that I could share, but since it is temp and I'm actually getting traction, like, it would really depend on the amount of traction I would have gotten with Discord. Had the traction I would have gotten with Discord been super low, I would just give you my thing because it's a temp and probably going to be new permanent. But since that's not the case, average wait time 7 minutes. Time elapsed 9 minutes and 40 seconds. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just does wordplate. There we go. The Drift of Cinder. Mark III Anti-Icon War Machina, the Ruby Weapon. The Ruby Weapon! Supreme Soft Tacos, Supreme Soft Tacos, Supreme. I know what the actual lyrics are, it's fine. Beat the heart of Sabik, the heart of Sabik, the heart of Sabik. Ultima out in the field of light. Liquefaction. For safety's sake, run this way. I could be yeah, I'm remembering Savage. I was expecting the poop. We're doing this again. Gonna go off anytime soon? Thank you. I still got clipped. Why did I get clipped? Stop spinning the boss, gosh dang it. I'm just gonna stay here. Never mind. I'm so used to freaking Savage that it's throwing me off right now. And even worse, this guy's got him planted in a corner so I can't get my positionals. I'm staying here. I'm staying here. Ow. Oh, it's under mine. Shoot. Oh, here we go. What, this? The splurt? I mean, the white goo doesn't make it any better, I'll tell you that much. Oh man, Riddle of Fire comes out a lot faster. What's the cooldown on it now? 60 seconds! That explains that. Almost Riddle of Wind and cooldown. That was coming down a lot faster than I thought it was. Woo! Thanks, Brotherhood! Oh, it's not just tanks, okay. Oh. There we go. It went from 3 to 0, so. Wow. They all took off real quick. Alright. Well, that works. All right. There's at least oh wow, it's behind oh, but then again I could be behind geared because I know my entire right side is kind of garbage. DPS wise I was 4th, but I was behind a healer. Let's just unlock the Ruby Extreme, not that it really matters. Kind of does, doesn't it? Alright, let's head back to the first, so that when we get back to it, later, I will continue on from where I left off. Oh, there we go. I got the pop-up stuff now. Yeah, I was just behind the Sage and the Red Mage. And then I died once, but I still was ahead of the other Bard, which is good. Alright, so here we are. Yeah, we'll leave it there for now. And tomorrow we're going to be going into P1S Raid. And I'll get started early because I want to see if I can do get down the Dark Knight rotation before we go in, so I can, you know, provide a good push of DPS. But we'll see what happens then. But until then, you guys have all been 10 out of 10 with me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for P1S raiding and probably P2S progression if we can down it really quickly. Either way, have a wonderful day, morning, evening, wherever it is that you are.